I didn't mean.
It's gonna catch. Don't worry about it.
It is definitely
work
gonna.
on it.
It's definitely gonna.
We
catch.
love it. We love it. We love it. So welcome back, you guys. We know we have been MIA for the
Yes.
past couple of weeks, but hey,
It's
we
been.
need vacation too.
Yeah, it's
right?
been Mother's Day. It's been we done had a family vacation. We took the family to well, I was gonna say we took the family to February. What? To Florida.
Florida.
And then what else? We had
no,
because we did do a Mother's Day show. That was our last show.
Yeah.
So we're back, and from our hiatus, we have a special guest today, Mr. MoodyBlack.
MoodyBlack. Yeah.
What's up?
The man himself, the writer, the director, the activist, the poet.
Yes.
Okay.
Say what?
Little bit. Look, say what? Little bit. Just a little bit.
What you got
man.
on?
Man, look here. Just did my second date of my one-man stage play. So I'm an actor. So it's going pretty cool. Trying to just go to different cities and do it. It's just me, but I'm doing this whole play. I'm navigating it by myself and everything, man. But it's very deep. It's called The Other Side of Tomorrow, which is also the title of my book that's available on Amazon and Kindle. The Other Side of Tomorrow, with poems and stuff like that. And if you go to bandcamp.com, man, I got music. I just released 3 new singles, man. Just finished the video for No Wings. Yeah, y'all check it out on YouTube. No Wings. It's featuring Janice Pleasant and Reggie Rock from Spartanburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a nice, cool melody, but it's got a lot of substance, saying something, man. And, I'm still traveling, doing poems, and some about to start. So a lot of summer camps have contracted me to go to their summer camps. So I'll be teaching kids how to write poetry this whole summer, different places. Yeah, so there it is. There it is.
I love it.
I gotta eat, man. I gotta eat. This is what I do. So I gotta stay with it.
I can do with a shovel.
That's what's up. I love poetry from the beginning. That's how we met you, through poetry.
Yeah.
So I know that you still out there grinding with it and doing, all for the kids. Like you always for the kids. So I love
no doubt, man. No doubt. And it was crazy, man. Like my whole thing is, and people on the outside looking at me, always doing stuff for kids. And man, I got kids too, but I want to make sure I do what I can to touch people out here, these young people, because my kids got to interact with these people. So if I can touch these kids, I can, put some in their mind. So, we create a world where everybody's coexisting and having a good time and loving each other. That's my whole thing.
I know that's right. Come on now, y'all hear it? Man, though. So that kind of ties into everything that we trying to pick your brain with today.
Let's get it. I'm ready. Let's get it in.
You know what I'm saying? What we about to do?
So, of course, let's just introduce the topic today. So today we are talking about how times have changed the idea of the masculine man. So first let me just ask you, in your opinion, what makes or what determines a masculine man?
Well, one, for the listeners, we have to make sure we're in the frame of mind, understanding traditionally what being a masculine man means, because nowadays it seems like there's no clue, or it has evolved to something else that I'm still trying to learn to catch up with, but I don't always 100% agree with it. I'm very, very traditional in the sense what it is to be a man. And there's basic functions, and duties that, what I was taught and what I believe, what I know, and to what to be a man is all about, man. You provide, you protect, and you educate. That's how I look at it, man. And if you go further back, my fathers and grandfathers' generation, they were just really considered manly men. You know what I'm saying? It was manly and strong, not just physically, but mentally. And that's the main thing, being mentally strong, because you ought to know your duties. No matter what else going on, I'm going to still carry out my duties and make sure I provide and protect, you know what I'm saying, and educate my community. That's, to me, the 3 essential things of being a masculine man. And if you operate in that, you're good. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the whole idea of it, because of course, growing up, the men that I saw in my family surrounding is totally different. And of course, things have changed, things have evolved, things have fell off. So we're trying to get back into the mindset of that and have a better understanding in regards to what we're dealing with nowadays. So that's what we kind of want to dig into today, to see exactly what, and again, listeners, this is our opinion. We're not professionals. We just gonna give you, we having a conversation.
Right.
So,
this is all based on either experiences or our thoughts.
Exactly.
Right. So we always have to get a disclaimer, because we don't want you to be upset with us because of how we feel or what we think. Right.
And you know what? Now I know. Let me stop. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all, but I have to say this, man, and especially for you listeners, it's sad that we have to give these type of disclaimers. It's sad that our society has gotten so fragile and our receiving information that we have to go behind everybody and say, well, I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings, but we just say, nah, man. We the thing of coming being human is also having some knowledge, and having knowledge and understanding, and know that, hey, there's going to be differences of opinions. There's going to be different frame of mind, different thoughts, and it's okay. It don't have to be yours. You don't have to always agree with it, but we ain't got to be so sensitive. We can't even listen. We can't even hear it. Man, come on, man. Come on.
Because back in the day, what I said, and that's what it is. But, well,
listen, don't get me wrong. Now, on the flip side, I think there's room for us to evolve and grow if it's going to elevate us up. If we learn to do things better, I have an older daughter. I got a couple of older daughters. I got some here and here with kids.
Okay.
So of course I was young. Yeah, I got range. So of course, when starting young, my older kids, they got my younger self. You know what I'm saying? But I evolved. So my daughter, she, I ain't gonna say her age, and put out the like, she grown. And I got my youngest, I got a 6-year-old, and she's looking like, man, you ain't gonna whoop that boy.
Right.
I'm like, well, nah, because I find more creative ways as far as discipline. I'm still gonna be a man and discipline, but especially my last two boys, beating them there, you don't get the message. So you have to be creative. So it's some part. So I evolved. I'm not the same man I was, when I was in my teens and 20s. Nah, I'm a different kind of cat. So I'm wiser. So I can find different ways. What's up, D? I see you. So I find different ways as far as discipline, and you have to be a little bit creative. So I don't use every bit of the old ways or traditional. I don't say the traditional ways, because I do believe in we want to find or approach things creatively and intellectually as possible, but you can still have the base. You still have the root of who you're supposed to be, especially speaking from a man perspective. Because at the same time, it's like we have no clue, or it seems these younger guys have no clue, or totally disconnected what it is to be a man. For instance, and I don't want to monopolize the conversation, but for instance,
today.
Listen, man, I tell my grown daughters, even the last couple of relationships that I have, I'm single, by the way, ladies. Anyway, but I refuse. Throw that out there. Throw that out there for radio land. For those who listen, just a little side note for y'all. But I sometimes I get passionate. I start using some big words, so forgive me. So I totally abhor the fact that a man is sitting in the car when you pull up at the gas station. I see a young lady pumping her gas. The traditional man in me is like, bro, what are you doing? Right. So I've always, man, matter of fact, it got to a point, and because our women have to be so independent thinking, I had to almost wrestle them. No, you sit in the car. No, I'm going to pump the gas. Why are you used to that? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you do that unless I'm in the car with you. You know what I'm saying? So my daughter, I try, nah, man, you don't know, you make that dude pump the gas. You know what I'm saying? So just stuff like that where we have roles.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all go ahead.
It used to be that those things were taught to our young men, as far as how having to treat a woman. But we've definitely steered away from some of that, even with just the single mothers. Now, I know as a single mother, all I could do was teach my boys how to treat a woman. I was reaching out for outsourcing my dad and other male figures to teach them how to be a man.
And that's dope. That's good.
Some of the single mothers of these days, they're not even doing that much. They're showing them the ratchetness and keeping them up with the ratchetness, but not teaching them how to treat a woman. And maybe it might be because they don't even know how to be treated.
Yes, that's true.
It is so many layers involved in that, man. And I don't want to sound cliche. I always tell people one of our biggest issues stem back from to slavery. You know, and I know that sounds like a cop out to most people, but that our failures are stem from that, because the home of the family was split up, was broken up, man. And that just kept on. Yeah, and so many minute details are going that affected us in the long run. And I have to take note of that. Now that we know that, we have to start working ways to fix those things, man. And I think even now, I watch a lot of the podcasts where the women or the men, we all, we picking ourselves apart. And there's some truth involved on both sides. But I'm to the point now, okay, now that we heard each other, now what part do we take towards healing each other? What, you know what I'm saying? Cause and speaking as a man, I'm being real with y'all, man. I was having some of these things again. I from a male perspective, like, no, y'all women are doing this, and this. And we can say it without y'all back, y'all yelling at us or flipping it back on us, stuff like that. Cause that happens. That's a real thing. So I'm glad those things get out. Okay, cool. Now what do we do? What's next? That's kind of where I am now. So I'm glad some truth's been said. That's cool. But to kind of go back, you were saying about how some women just don't know. Well, when you gotta think, well, why not? Where's the father at? Well, it's a lot of factors involved. And trust me, just y'all, it's not. We talk about masculinity. That don't mean it's perfect. There's some guys who just drop the ball. I mean, let's call it what it is. I mean, that goes back from way back, even before my daddy was born. There's some guys that's left and dropped the ball, but there's some guys, who wanted to stay, and they dipped, or the parent or the mom kicked them out. I don't want to do with you, stuff like that. Or I was lied to, It's so many things involved.
It's a whole umbrella of
it's some things. So even that male presence is missing.
Right. But even if the father was there, it's not that his presence sometimes just doesn't make the difference. He has to be present in the family.
Exactly.
Just because he's there doesn't mean he's doing anything. So they still can have that father and still not know what love is supposed to look like.
Right.
Or supposed to be. So they can't pass it on. And I think that's horrible. Like you grew up in a 2-parent home, but you missed everything. You got nothing from that. I think that's sad. That's real sad. So
it is sad. It is sad. But it just goes back to not knowing. Even if you stay in this situation, if you don't know what to do. I in my play, I even talk about that, how the difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day. Mother's Day, y'all get the whole 9 on Mother's Day. Matter of fact, it is one of the highest grossing holidays besides Christmas. Mother's Day is right there with it. Father's Day, we get like a card. Now I say this line about we get cards. We get a card with a gift card to get tools. But here's my line though. We get a card with gift card to get tools without knowing how to use the tools. Therefore, we never have the proper tools. So it goes deep, it goes real deep. So not only from the literal aspect, we have guys who have tools and don't know what to do with them. That we don't know how to fix things. Nobody ever showed us, but we don't have the tools up here. If no one have the tools up here to do those things, man. So it's like, a double-edged sword. Not only you ain't got the mental tools, man, you don't have the physical tools to fix anything, man. So you get stuck, or you make your lady change a tire, a pump gas, because you don't know how to do it.
But see,
you know what I mean?
There's another aspect to that too, and there's no shame in it, because some men, the majority of men nowadays, don't even care about having a masculine role. They are okay with sitting in a passenger seat, or they're okay with their female paying or whatever. It's okay. They want to be treated like princesses.
Mm-hmm. And that's the
truth.
Well, some of that goes back, and here's the flip side. I'm sorry if I seem like I'm teetering, but I always try to see both sides of it. Now we have situations where there's women by themselves, so they have to take on that masculine role. Absolutely. So a lot of women are like, well, I gotta do it by myself. I'm gonna be the mom and the daddy, which is ridiculous because you can't be both physically. You just can't. I get the metaphor, but you can't be. You just can't. But they've done it so long, and their children see that. So the presence of a man, or even having the respect for a man, is gone. It's negated. You know what I'm saying? So And I had this conversation with a young lady, and I know she got mad at me, but she was just talking about all these men nowadays, they ain't no good. And I said, well, who's raising these men? You got quiet. You got quiet, boy. But you hear a mouse pee on cotton. You got that quiet, boy. Look here. I'm just trying to tell you, boy. This is that quiet. Because we talk about the women say, well, I'm doing it by myself. All these young guys ain't no good. Well, wait a minute. Well, that ain't there. Well, who raised them? These women are raising these guys. There's got to be some kind of culpability in this thing here. You fuss about these young men not doing anything. We know that ain't there. Well, who raised them? Well, these guys are taught to be more emotional because we are biologically, we have differences. Y'all women are more emotional than we are. We more logical. And that's a balance. That don't mean that either one of them bad. That's a balance. When that balance missing, when that masculine is missing, when that logic is missing, it's all emotion. So now these young boys are ultra emotional because they see how their mama handles situations. So why these boys they sit here these boys up here all soft at the punt fight. They soft because they saw how they handle situations because they see how mama do it. So I'm gonna be emotional too.
I can believe it. Now I was ready to disagree. Is what I was ready to do with you, but
see, that's what I'm saying. Like and not to get y'all personally, but just what I'm saying. This is our issue with women. We've been told. Hold up. When I was young, let me finish. I just go ahead. Let me finish. Since I was little and until now, we had to endure how messed up we are, how no good we are for years. And we had to suck it up. We had to take it. And we had to take the finger in our face and we had to take all that. We had to take it. And the one time we say, you know what? Nah, you do this. No, wait a minute. We have to take truth. You got to accept the truth too. It's true. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And as human beings, it's not even a man or woman thing. It's human beings. We got to take the truth. Let the truth have this day. You know, I'm tell my best friend, my roommate, he'll tell me in a minute, hey, Rob, you wrong. I stopped. I had to think about it because we human. We want to defend ourselves, but we have to stop and think. Like, you know what? You're right. It might be a hard pill to swallow, but the words are easy to say.
Right.
You're right. So that's why I'm sorry, sister, but you made me think because you're representing a lot of women I didn't talk to. But at least I give you credit. At least you say, you know what? I was about to. But I didn't talk to women like, no, wait a minute. Hold up now. What you ain't going to do?
I was about to, but you brought a great point was that I forgot. But so you said that we're more emotional and men are more logical. Mm-hmm. So
that's fact. That's how we wire.
Well, now I can understand that a man being raised by women would be more emotional than another man. However,
that traditional man.
I just really don't feel like women are more emotional only because men just don't display that emotion.
Right.
Inside, I think men are so wrapped up in emotion.
Yeah, of course.
Display it more.
We do. Well, we can't. It's two sides of this. As a man, I can't go too much. I can't go too far.
Why?
And here's why. Here's why. Okay, I'm glad you asked. Here's why. From a survival point of view, I can't be all showing because it is a sign of weakness for how we look at it. Mm-hmm. I can't go out here, y'all. I'm just so tired. I'm tired, and every day I'm man. What's wrong with him? Suck it up. Cause society, the landlord ain't gonna care. Police ain't gonna care. Mama, daddy ain't gonna care. And sometimes, and I've experienced this firsthand. You know, your woman ain't gonna care too much. Yeah, baby, you can tell me anything. And after a while, like, how you going on too much about this? You should man up. We gonna get that no matter where we go. We have to do that. Now on the flip side, so on the other side of that, man, it's hard to be that vulnerable, man, for us when we have to be looked at as our fundamental role, provider, protector, leader. Mm-hmm. Well, I can't be operating in my emotions all the time to lead. Mm-hmm. You have to have a clear mind. If I'm showing it all the time, that's gonna be. And here's what y'all. And this is what y'all do. Y'all get mad. Hold on, I'm just being real. Hold up, because I'm speaking the truth. You'll disagree because you just want to disagree. But here's the truth: is if I sit there and operate in my emotions, and you get mad at me, what you gonna do? Because you operate out of emotions, you'll get your lit back is, well, you do this right here. Remember you told me this right here? And I'm like, wait a minute, I told you that with my guards down. I'm gonna slap you with this. And here's this truth, you this right here. Remember you almost cried, you cried all night, and la la la. Nah, I don't want to do this no more. Nah, I'm not gonna share this with you no more. Nah, because you don't use this against me.
That's a very good point. However, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about a relationship? Are we talking about you just kicking it with somebody and you being vulnerable with that person?
For my sister, my mama, and my lady.
So
they all.
Okay.
And I'm speaking for personal and from people I speak to a lot of young men, even my besties, my homies. There's every woman they've been that close with, they're gonna use those things against you.
Wow.
When especially if they're wrapped in their emotions, they feel like you're trying to push them in a corner emotionally or mentally. They got to use it. Think about it. We just human. Think about your best friends. Y'all get to argue about something. They start hitting you with the truth, and you like, I gotta throw something back at them. Where you did such and such. That's the human side. But
I can't relate to that because that's just not the type of person I am.
Right. That's not the type of person you are. There's a lot of us who are different, who are not the norm. But but the norm, that's what it is. Of course, there's always exceptions to every rule.
Around me that's like that, and I can't relate.
Right, because you're the exception. And that's why y'all have this platform, because y'all can openly talk about things. Because to have this type of platform, you have to have an open mind to be in tune somewhat with how things really are. But that's not the norm. You are the exception to the rule. That's just what it is. The norm is gonna be mad.
Sometimes it's not even a gender thing, as far as a woman and a man. Well, the woman being, attacking the man emotionally. Sometimes
we fight different. We fight different, man. We fight different. We fight.
You don't think the men attack the women as well mentally?
Hold up. What I'm talking about, throwing some emotions back, because we don't normally, we talking about generally. Generally, a man don't go deep in his emotions. So when we finally do and feed y'all that, generally it gets thrown back. Now, there's some men who just get too emotional and do the same thing. They're not the norm. They're the exception to the rule. And hence we talking about this next generation, this wave of people about to come in. They're getting more like that because they're more emotional. You know why? Because that's all they've been around, how to handle situations, because their mom handled that way. That's just what it is. And of course, my cousin, your cousin might be the exception to the rule. But generally, how it is, these young, and I'm in the schools, I'm in the hood, I'm in the college campus. I see these things. They're operating out of emotion because that's how they know. That's all they know, because they're fed that from that parent. And most times they're a single parent home. Well, who's raising them? Their mom is. It's not to say anything bad about women, because there's some great moms. My mom raised me. But I'm fortunate. When my daddy came, I paid attention. He said, "Hey, boy, I'm gonna be gone, but this is what you need to know as a man." I paid attention. I took that. But my mom raised me mostly. My mom, I was around a bunch of women all the time. But fortunately, I had mentors. Fortunately, I had homeboys that I looked up to, and I looked around. I studied that. Okay, this is what a man's supposed to do. This is what these young guys do. Let me filter the right stuff and put it over here. You know what I'm saying? So but a lot of guys ain't fortunate to have that. So you have a majority of these young guys operating in a way out of their emotions other than logic. That's why a lot of our young boys, you see, they film the fights. These little boys fighting all the time because they can't sit there and talk about it. They can't then say, you know what, I don't need to do this. They back up. Nah. And my best friend, my roommate, best friend for 30 years, he work in the school system. He tell me these horror stories every day. These boys be mad. Somebody says something. What did? And it could be solved. Well, man, it's crazy, man. Let's talk about it.
But where do we begin as far as trying to kind of heal that area? Because we can see it. We have witnessed it. But like you said, like your friend, he see it all the time in school. What has he done to try to assist? Is there groups? He's,
you know what I'm
saying? Like, what do we do?
Well, fortunately, and I always give him props on this, man. A lot of kids, he's able to talk to them You know what I'm saying? But that's one person. So yeah, we definitely need groups. And there's a group in Spartanburg, MBK. They work a lot of young men. I've done stuff with them. I've come to do some workshops on the guys. They're active in the community. I just saw something recently on Instagram about the school has a young guys group to try to train them up and to handle things right and to conduct themselves and even to dress themselves better. So there are places that doing some small things like that. That's a start. That's a step. But I personally believe that one, we have to accept some truth. Especially we need y'all to we say, hey, look, baby, look, I've done this right. Matter of fact, I dated this woman. Oh, her kids was just wilding because the daddy wasn't there, man. And I'm like, yo, this need to happen. That need to happen. And I'm telling her, because these are your kids, I'm gonna love them because they comes with the package. I got that. But they a little older than that. 7, 8, 9. They're aware. I'm just a dude coming in trying to change things, so they're gonna have resentment towards me. Absolutely. So I'm like, so I'm saying, they mom, you gonna have to sit them down and have a real conversation. Hey, y'all know this is what you're used to. This is what I've done. I may not have done it the right way, but this is what has to happen for us to function and be successful as a family unit. Those kind of conversations have to take place, and there has to be some level of accountability, because if the kids see mama doing that, they see mama saying, I was wrong. Let me fix this. They have to learn. That's a skill they're gonna learn right then and there. At that moment, right then and there, is accountability. Once they see mama leading the way, because I'm gonna be my role as a leader, but mom is, because that's their leader. Their mom is their leader. You know what I'm saying? I may come in my position as a man, but all they know is mama. Mama's the leader. So mama, as a leader, had to put aside her emotions and then you want to adapt that role. Here you go. Yeah. You should be logical and say, y'all, this. It's it's where nobody want to be wrong. As a human being, we don't want to be wrong. But man, if you see the bigger picture, think about you got your job. You work your job. You're trying to get to a higher level, and you get evaluations, don't you? Every job give you evaluations. Your boss say, "Hey, you're doing good, but I need you to fix this, and third." Well, we ready then, because we want that money. We see that bigger picture. We want that raise or that position. A boss man say, you need to fix this, and the third. Guess what? We do it. You know what? My bad, boss man. I'll fix that. That's easy. We put dollars to it. But why can't it be the same approach when it comes to our family? That's the biggest success right there. We got to approach the same way. Your boss man, who's a whole other man, just because he paying you, we respect that man. But we can't say your man say, hey, you need to talk to these kids and tell them this right here. You don't tell me how to raise my kid. He my kid. No, this is, if you want a successful family, you have to have this conversation with them. Say, hey, y'all, we done this way for so many years. I know it's what you're used to, but that mama wasn't always right. This is what we have to do moving forward. And I'm gonna take account. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm gonna show you. I'm your leader. I was wrong, and we've been doing it the wrong way. Now here's the steps we need to take to start doing it the right way.
Before that can even happen, you have to approach the situation by knowing who you're dealing with. First of all, you're dealing with a woman that whose ever kids they are, they're not in the picture. She's already bitter. She's doing what she thinks is the best she can do.
Right.
And then you come, she already has to be broken down because she doesn't trust men. She's doing what she feel like she's supposed to be doing. And here you come with some stability that she doesn't even have. Scary. And it's like, it's a takeover that she has to learn how to put down. If you can't comfort her into how that stability is supposed to go before she can hand it over to her kids, she's not going to do that. She's not going to allow you to say what should go on in this house, because first of all, you just getting here. That's how and I know that's how she feel. You just got here. I've been doing this since before you came, and I'll do it when you leave. You have to know who you talking to, and you got to be able to break her down first in love before she can pass that on.
Yeah.
I do believe in pouring love into a person. I think you're absolutely right on that part. But the whole breaking down thing, now, first of all, we have to change our language. I'm not going to break you down. Let me help build you up. Let's change the language. We got to change the language. Because that's not my job to break you down. Secondly, we can't, well, you wasn't here. That's the wrong foot right there. We have to get past the emotionality of it. We got to get past the feelings, man. And I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds.
business.
I know. That's what.
So
right.
approaching her and telling her what should be done in her household, you got to approach that the right way.
Right. I started off saying that part. I said, I feel it. You got to pour love into it. I understand that. And however that language is with you and your partner, however your love language is, you have to implement that. So I started out this thing, like, yeah, you're right about that part. But the same token, she has to understand. And I'm telling her, hey, out of love, if we want to get here, this is what's going to happen, babe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be with you. I'm going to rock with you. I'm going to come when you get through talking. I'm going to hug you when you get through. I'm going to love you when you get through. Yeah, the love language, that's understood. But she has to see the bigger picture. It has to be an acceptance of, I just got to do it. You know, and I had to sound harsh, but at this point, and you talking about what we need to do right now, it's F your feelings. We want to get here. This time is now. Fix it. I'm gonna love you. That's what I was saying. We're gonna have our love language. We're gonna establish that. If I'm getting to the point where I'm in with your kids, we done got some love language established. So that's about saying. But if you want this, we gotta get to here to do this right here. Because back to the job reference, your boss ain't care about your feelings. We gotta do this productivity. We got a goal to reach. And if we have the mentality to accept that, we don't be our boss man. Well, look, I had another job for you. Now I get another job after you. We don't do our boss man like that. We ain't doing our boss man like that. No. We have, see what I'm saying? It's a mentality. We have a higher respect for our employer than we have for our mate. That's a problem. So yeah, I understand. I'm gonna pour into you, but the severity of the situation ain't got time for your feelings, because your job ain't got time for your feelings. You're gonna reach productivity. You're gonna bust your tail to get the job done. We need the same mentality to the alertness and the seriousness of our kids. So because we got to start with them. This is where we at. So we want to change the situation. We gotta get in right now. It's a war, dog. It's a war,
so
and we can.
I wanted to pause with you really quickly because we do have a new. Okay, Reality's here. She's just joining us on the BGT page. People that are actually on our personal pages, you can actually click the link in our bio comments, bio, what have you, to join the conversation. Here with MoodyBlack, we're having a conversation in regards to how times have changed the idea of the masculine man. Y'all can click on the link, join us on the BGT. We do have a couple of questions, and we're going over some forums and some information that really you getting in there.
You got some questions?
We don't have any questions right now. No.
Okay. So let me first ask you, besides the male being in the home, or besides the children being raised by the masculine man, or what we feel like is the traditional masculine man, what else do you feel like is missing from or for the actual masculine man?
Man, support, understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's big, man. Men feel alone. You know, I said it jokingly. Yeah, I said it jokingly about the whole Father's Day thing, but it's the Father's Day depressing, dog. It's depressing. You know what I'm saying? And shout out, you know, I've had some great times, great situations, especially some of my kids. Well, my kids in general, they do some things for me. But even then, with that, the approach is not the same. You know what I'm saying? The approach is, hey, Dad, you know what you want to do Father's Day? You know, you want anything? Which I'm grateful for. But nobody asks Mama that. They just do it.
They just do it.
Yeah.
We go. Hey y'all. Hey, y'all get everybody together. We gonna go to Ryan's or Quincy's Steakhouse. I don't know about y'all. Know about Quincy? Y'all listen. Y'all supposed to know about Quincy. Some of y'all don't know about Quincy's Steakhouse. So we gotta go to Corral or something. And my mom, we're gonna take you out. We just gonna do it. They just do it. Even the approach is different, and we feel that. We know it's different. You know what I'm saying? I will listen to and I know some people feel a way about Charleston White. Something I don't agree with. Most things I do. Charleston White.
Ooh,
he's a
you know
what I'm saying? But he's honest about being the character. He's like, but when he gets serious topics, he makes a lot of sense. Now some things his approach, I'm like, bro, that's a little too extreme. But when you get talking about like just being a man, I'm like, bro, you making some sense. He even said that just being a father is probably the most hardest, disappointing, and loneliest thing in the world. It is, because we villainize. Not I've experienced this as a kid and as a parent. When the mother felt like they can't do nothing else with this child, who they gonna call? Who they say they gonna? You can call your daddy. Now I'm a villain from the door. I'm a bad guy from the door. Right. I'm gonna call your daddy. You know, daddy. You know, and I was just telling my daughter about that because I had that. We was laughing about it, but I was telling my daughter like, how you always call me all the time, like, well, she acted up at school. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I got to go over there and regulate. Oh, here comes daddy. So I'm villainized. I'm villainized from the door, and because of that, it's put these kids' head. Oh, daddy, he's just this way. Or he only do this. You know what I'm saying? Or they like, well, I ain't got no one. Call your daddy. Call your daddy. So now I'm the villain and the banker. So people don't think about how that make us feel like, man, I gotta go in here and I gotta be the bad guy. And the only time this child called me when he needs some money.
Need something, yeah.
And that hurt. That hurt, man.
Yeah, I really understand. I get that. I've heard that a lot. That men just need the support. They just need you to be there.
Yeah.
Cherry,
go ahead.
Cherry said, so true. I didn't realize that for a while Black men go through it. I tried to be the soft place to fall for my husband.
And man, that's it. And salute to you, sister, because that's the thing, man. That goes back to having our traditional roles. We need that feminine energy, man. We need that. Because we have to be men in like every part of our lives. We got to be that man. We got to be that manly man. And like you say, but deep down, we got stuff. We want the softness. So the only way we can get it is our woman has to balance that. She has to give us that. You know what I'm saying? Because the world ain't gonna give it to us. Our children ain't gonna give it to us. That's not their job. Yeah, so we need that softness somewhere. So salute, sister. That's what's up.
So even in my current situation, in my current relationship, I'm still learning how to be soft, because for the majority of my life, I've been that hard person because number one, I didn't have a male in my household. Well, I had my brother, but
that's different.
It wasn't his job. You know what I'm
saying?
That's
different. Yeah, that's different.
I didn't have a father figure. And the men that were father figures, they were only temporary. So that's how I treated a lot of my situations and my situationships and my relationships as temporary. So my persona is hard, and a lot of people that meet me or have met me, they will tell you, oh my goodness, it's something about her. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, the man that I am dealing with now, he will not let me touch a doorknob. He will not let me carry anything, and it feels so funny.
That's a good man.
We think I'm retarded or something, and that's just real.
Man, no.
On gas, he won't even let me out the car.
Right, that's a real man.
It's okay, yeah. And he literally just finished my landscaping in the backyard.
That's a real man.
And I didn't have to ask him. I didn't have, I didn't have. He just does stuff like that, and it makes me feel like, okay, this is what I've been. This is what a masculine man is supposed to be like. So I have room to be feminine. I have room to be supportive, and I have room to listen.
That's dope, and that's how it should be, man. But it's like you said, just being able to put yourself in that place to allow yourself to be feminine, to be understanding, to be supportive.
Right.
That's the basic thing with me. It just made me think like this, and this kind of going to some previous relationships, man. When I do all that, man, I yard, open doors, carry stuff. So the time, in this 1 or 2 relationships, the time I try to be completely open and vulnerable, oh man, that's that it goes back to the stuff thrown in my face, or they didn't see me the same. The respect is gone now. Now all that manly stuff I did, I don't see that now. You done cried, so yeah, so now it's all I can talk anyway because I don't feel like you're a man, and then I'm to the point. I'm older, y'all. I ain't got time for all that, man. I sit back, let you talk. Now I'm go ahead and leave. I'm out. I ain't got time for that.
And that's sad though, because I know me and my sister, we are, like you said earlier, we are exception to the rule because I can't see myself doing that to a man or to anybody.
Into your face, anybody's face. I'm telling you, when I was in my previous relationship, we had something at the end of the day that was called, of course, pillow talk. And it just wasn't regular pillow talk. It was get that out of you that you've been carrying all day.
Let's go.
And then let's go to sleep. Because a man, even though he doesn't talk about it, he need to talk about it.
Exactly.
But he don't know who to trust or when he can talk about it. Or he want to make sure that you've said everything you had to say first. And no, it's let's come together. Let's talk about it face, laying down in a private, personal, intimate setting. Let's talk about it, get it out your system, figure out what we're gonna do about it, and then let's go to sleep. And at that moment, you can be as vulnerable as you need to be. There's no judgment, no. And then when we get up in the morning, you still that masculine man that I knew the day before.
I love it, but
because I can't, all of this that people going through, I'm like, how can you be there for your man and he do all of these things for you and you throw something back in his face? That's weird.
Right.
But
well, like you say, a lot of people, they're used to it. If you're not used to that, and you've been like you said, you've been independent for so long, you never had, because having a female mentor is big too. You never had no examples. Yeah, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that, man. So it's really big. That's what I was getting at with Charleston White. Basically, he said about being a woman. He said, and y'all probably can remember from our aunties or grandmas, or even some may have moms that was cool. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and cuss in front of you or show out and do all that crazy stuff. I'm quite sure we know somebody in our family that had that decorum about themselves, to handle themselves. And Charleston White was saying that's a woman. You may have these bees out here now that are because they don't understand how to carry themselves with class. I'm quite sure that my mom or grandma want to cut somebody out. They were cool. I'm not gonna do this with you. They put a man in his place because one thing I know about a man, if you come calm and cool, we gonna listen. But if you yelling, I may yell back, but I'm not listening if I'm yelling back at you.
Right.
I'm not listening to you. You just made me mad, so I'm yelling back. So there's no listening. There's no real exchange of information of understanding how we really feel. A real woman put a man in his place. Like, no, I'm not. When you calm down, that's when we can talk. A man like, well, shoot, because now he arguing with himself. Now I'm gonna have to sit down and listen, because y'all have that feminine touch. That's why it goes back to being soft. Soft, you acting and operating in your femininity will shut a man down or build a man up. Period. So if I'm wilding out, babe, what you doing? Calm that down. Oh, you never calm down? Okay, I'm finna go in. I talk to you, calm down. And we'll calm down. Okay, babe, look, I'm sorry. I was just trying to say something. I ain't mean it like that now. I was mad. It's okay. And then you have the room to say, I understand you being mad, but if you ever do that to me again, I'm gone. See, now there's some rules established. And we hear that now, like, oh shoot, let me get myself together. And one thing Charleston White was saying is, like, even when a man really violates, that woman, instead of showing out, she'll cut that man off and elevate herself in higher. Now that man's gonna feel some kind of way. He gonna feel stupid, like he let something that good go.
Wow.
Because she operated in her feminine.
A couple of comments from Cherry. She said men get beat up all day on those jobs. They don't want to be beat up at home too.
Bags.
I think that was
bags.
Allison said, my mom, she never cursed in front of us. I didn't know she knew how until I turned 19 and she cussed this lady out about me. I can believe it. I can believe it. And also Terry said, oh my God.
And she probably had to.
Exactly.
Her mama had to be really that mad to do that. You know what I'm saying? But that's,
and then oh my God, my husband says that all the time. He can't hear yelling.
I shut down. Are you doing all the yelling? Oh, man, all right, whatever. I don't hear you. I'm not gonna hear you.
They've already checked out.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna clock out. Hey, clock out. Go to lunch. Go to lunch.
Not lunch.
But yeah. I'm gonna go to lunch. Get my break. Get my lunch pail. Y'all know about that. Lunch pail. I'm making lunch pail. My lunch pail to clock out.
So with all of this being said, and what we talked about, what are some decisions that you feel like are being taken away from the masculine man?
Ooh. Before I answer that, I want to say, just listen, y'all. Y'all are the step ahead in us. Where y'all are now to educate some of these sisters who need it, who don't know how to conduct themselves, who don't know how to like be soft in relationship. We need more of that. You talking about like trying to break have the woman to build herself up. Well, women, y'all hear each other before y'all hear me. I can't tell a woman how to be a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need more groups where people like y'all spearheading and try to find creative ways to make a sister feel safe, to be vulnerable, to say, hey, it's okay. You have discernment to know if this man worth it or not. And once you find if he's not worth it, okay, that ain't the one. Still save your good softness for the right one, but that ain't the one. Right. You can shut it down, but don't feel bad. Don't feel mad. I done been soft. I ain't been soft no more. Nah, that just wasn't the right one to be soft for. Still keep your softness. Still keep your softness. You know what I'm saying? Still keep your softness. Don't lose it. You just gave some soft to the wrong one. He'll miss that soft. He'll miss that soft. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. So yeah. Don't. I know it's disheartening, man. Even that's just a human thing, especially for a guy. We feel like, wow, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and be real. I'm gonna give myself to this woman. Oh, she done did me wrong. I still believe it. I ain't doing this no more. I ain't gonna treat nobody good no more. Nah, man, I'm still gonna be, whatever that one is, I'm still gonna say that for them. Just because I had a few bad apples, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna blame love for it. I could. I have before. Yeah. I think we all been there. And love sucks. This stuff sucks, man.
I hate everybody.
All of it. Hate everybody. Walk around the club. Help everybody. You hear me? Love make you do that though. It make you do that, man. But you get wise, realize, nah, man, I just gave to the wrong one. That's all. Still keep it.
You're right. So with all of that, how do you see it going? Or what do you see happening in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, he didn't answer the question anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went off. What was the question? Yeah, I'm sorry. I went off.
Give you a disclaimer before
for the decisions. What? Okay, so let's go back. I'm sorry.
All right. Now that's me. We went off on a tangent. We had fun. Go ahead. My bad.
Right. So what do you feel like are the decisions that are being taken away from the masculine man or the traditional man?
Man, a lot of stuff. Even, and I'm gonna go forward to the last question. Go back. So even to have a build a family, but a lot of times our decisions to keep in the family is taken away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big statistics guy, but the divorce rate is often led by the woman. And it's like it's a higher percentage. And I can't give you the numbers, but I do know it's a higher percentage of women filing for divorce than men. There's a lot of men don't want to lose their family because once we talking about the stereotypical traditional man who's trying to do their best, do right. They don't want to leave their family. I remember my dad. My parents got divorced. I was like 5, and this my dad's from that old traditional way. Now marriage has a problem. Well, I ain't leaving. Yeah. My mom like nah, because they got married young. My mom realized what, I was young. I want to see the world. She was out. They're like, no, I want to keep my family. So yeah, there's a lot of guys, even they may be doing whatever. They still, and keep in mind, y'all, we human. End of the day, we still trying to figure this whole life thing out. So it ain't gonna be perfect. And I think that's to kind of sidetrack. That's the biggest misconception when we get with somebody or get married. We have this Hollywood cinematic version of how our marriage gonna be so beautiful. I'm gonna get this beautiful wedding. You know what I'm saying? And you have to realize it's not perfect and it's work involved, and we bail out. So we number one, we don't have a say so. We try to keep our marriage together or keep our family. Then that goes to the kids. We trying to, especially a father who really wants to be with their kids. We don't have no say in that, dog. They get to decide that. The women are the court. They decide how much time we get to spend, how much money we're gonna spend. All that stuff, we don't have a say so in that. because the courts always favor the woman. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, there's some situations where, like I said, some guys ain't doing what they're supposed to do. I get that. But there's a lot of guys, and speaking for myself, who are really doing their best that they can to really be with their kids. And sometimes time don't equate dollars.
So Ellison asked you a question. Did they do something for her not to want her family anymore?
Did they do something for who not? Did they do something for her not to want her? Oh, to my mama. Did they do something for her not to want her family? Like the court system?
Talking about, like when you said women, there are a higher percentage of women divorcing rather than men. Mm-hmm. So she's asking, did the men do something for her not to want the family?
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of factors. I don't know, and I'm quite sure there's a huge amount of variables involved in that. Because some now, and I'm not condoning it. You may have a guy putting his hands on a woman. Yeah, you got to get out of that. I understand that. Yeah. But there's some cases, and trust me, I watch a lot of these podcasts. I've heard women who's like, "Nah, I just fell out of love with him," or "He wasn't satisfying me." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or he wasn't making enough money. I've seen a lot of those situations where they just left out. Mm-hmm. Or left the badge because of that. So yeah, I think it's a myriad of different things, but I'm just quoting the stats. Like I said, I'm not really a stat man, but the stats say that global, well not global, but nationally, women, they lead the marriage more than men. But the answer question is just that we feel like we don't have a dog in the fight when it comes to a lot of major things in our lives. We like you said earlier about fighting the world, fighting the job. The young lady was quoting about her husband. I got to fight the world. Saying I come home now, I'm fighting you, or I'm fighting for custody. I'm fighting for major decisions about our family since we're not, together anymore. We don't have a dog in that fight sometimes. That's how we feel. Mm. So, yeah.
Okay. So you would think that the major decision is that's taken away from the masculine man is to keep their family together.
Yes.
That's the main one.
Yes.
Okay. Allison said, let me go back to the first one. That can happen when the communication is not there from both ends. As far as I'm guessing the divorce,
family.
The family.
Keeping the family.
And then she also said, women are heart leads before her body does. That's
true. Oh yeah, I get it. Well, I like to think that's a man knows he ain't want to be there no more. I've been in that situation. I stayed long. Not really want to be there no more. But
I've noticed that men don't like change either. They will sit in a situation that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because not only as from a human level, we're creatures of habit, but men are really creatures of habit, man. We have a routine, and we're cool with that.
You'd rather go out and cheat than to just leave the home.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna be vulnerable for a minute and put myself as an example for your answer, for your question.
Okay.
No, I don't. And speaking for, I think I'm a good dude. I think no good man wants to do that. I think I'm a good dude. And, when I was in that situation, I ain't want to. And looking back, and it's gonna go back to the whole communication thing. Is there were times when I did communicate, hey, something's lacking, or I don't like how this was handled. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to, stuff when you're not in touch with yourself and how to handle situations. I'm gonna throw this at you, throw this at you. Now I feel like I can't talk to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm giving you a vulnerable moment and to have a solution. And there's no connecting. There's no trying to find a solution. I'm stuff getting thrown. So I'm not saying it's right, but I'm like, man, okay, you ain't gonna listen. But Susan May will.
Susan May
gonna listen. She listen. I done tried talking to you, but you don't even respect me enough to try to adhere to what I'm saying or to address the issues I'm having. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. To communicate, we have to learn to effectively communicate with each other, man. And this goes respect. You gotta respect each other, at least from my perspective. Respect me enough to fix what I want to get fixed. If I'm trying to provide, if I'm doing my manly duties, if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a man, at least when I do finally open up, man, take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Take it serious to address. You know what I mean? Stop looking at the man in the mirror too. Oh, facts. Definitely gotta look at ourselves. So to bring it back to what I was saying about me, yeah, I definitely didn't handle, being in that situation the right way. At least stepping out is definitely not the right way. It's a reason. I mean, I ain't making no excuse, but it's a reason. That was a reason. Definitely no excuse for doing that, man. But we have to find a way to really care. We take this serious enough that if my man or I've been trained this. I think most men say if a woman tell you there's a problem, you better hurry up and fix it. You know what I'm saying? That's fact. We had to hurry up and fix it. We've been taught the whole happy life, happy wife. I was taught that. Now I know now is happy house, happy spouse. It's both ways now. But we're trained that way. So, if she say she ain't happy, I gotta hurry up and fix it. But if I say I ain't happy such as, what you mean you ain't happy? La. Okay. See, yeah, you know how y'all do. Y'all be grabbing underhand, with the underhand or sometimes overhand. Underhand, overhand. Like karate move,
You boxing or something.
Yeah. With air jam. But that's what we gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I got. I'm sorry, I'm finished. So I got to go to Susie May. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the right way to handle it, man. But as far as communicate, back to understand a traditional man, we're taught as men that our actions are our feelings. And I know that, and I know women, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all don't hear. But here's what we confuse. Here's what we confuse. And I'll be done. Here's what we confuse that. A woman would say, "You never tell me how you feel," right? Because the feeling is important to the woman.
Right.
When I tell you how I feel, that my feelings are disregarded, won't you just be a man? Okay, now wait a minute. Now, when I was being a man, you said I'm not being vulnerable enough. Okay. So, or we get hit with, if you love me, show it. Okay. Now we're just gonna do action. Well, I want to hear it. My actions, me being present, and this is speaking as a man. I know it's more to it, but just traditionally and just the basic stuff, me being present is I love you enough to be here. If a real man love his woman, he being faithful, his presence. Soon as he got from work, he could be anywhere. He could be at the bar. He could be with another woman. If he there, that's I love you in man language. I love you, woman. I'm here.
Wow.
I am here. And I know some women's like, that ain't enough. You got to tell me. No. I'm telling you, this is all focused on a man. As a man, me being here is I love you, woman. Wow. If I fix the sink and cut that grass, that's the flowers I'm bringing you. That's the chocolate candy I'm bringing you. I'm protected. If I'm walking down the street and some dude looks sideways or say something disrespectful, I'm putting myself in harm's way. I may lose this fight, but I'm gonna fight for you because you my woman. That's I love you right there. Okay. So when a man hears someone say you ain't doing enough, man, what? I'm putting my life at risk. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I tell anyone I date, look here, man, I ain't no thug, but I'll fight.
Okay.
I'll fight. I'm 5'9", 173, but I'll fight. I tell, hey, and maybe it's my age, and I ain't about. I tell people I ain't about that life, but I'll fight. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, but I'll fight for my woman. If you mind, he got. Excuse. Do we cuss on the show? I don't know. Oh, look here, man. Look here for my kids. On my woman, a dude going out of pocket, man. Hey, you just gotta show me what my ass did, bro. you gotta show me. You just gotta what my ass did. You just gotta put my ass. You know what I mean? Hey, we be out here sweating and swinging. I might lose. Oh yeah, we gonna be older now, bro. We gonna be sweating.
Right.
Hey, I'll be sweating and slanging. You might beat my ass, but you ain't gonna disrespect my folk. That's just how it is. But that's the risk I take. I'm being a man. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we definitely appreciate your thoughts. We appreciate all of that because I just learned something. I didn't learn it. I just relearned something just now because I get that all the time. Confirmation. I get that all the time. That even though I don't say anything, it's my actions. And for a long time, I was like, that shit,
right.
But I get it. I get it now.
When a man says that. Because, and this is general. Now I'm a different dude. I'm a poet. I can maneuver words. I can be slick if I want to, but at the same time, I'm still a man. Sometimes I don't want to do all that.
Right.
I'm here. I'm like, I don't have to perform for you. I get paid to do all that. I don't want to do all that. I want to just be. I'm here with you. I'm just want to hug you. I'm gonna lay beside you. I don't have to spit out no words. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That part, but but yeah, I want to put on my role. I want to do my role. So I'm perform my role as a man. Perform your own with a woman. We can balance this thing out. And we can win, man.
I know that's right. Come on. So here at the end, we try to do at the end of every show a little game called "Would You Rather?" Okay.
Ooh, so okay. Ooh. Here we go.
It's one of two choices, and you have to elaborate just a little bit on your choice. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. Ooh, okay. I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready.
So
I'm ready.
We're gonna say that these are with a significant other.
Okay.
All right. So, would you rather fly for 2 hours or drive for 6?
I've done both though. Okay, let me see. If I had to pick one though, I'd rather fly for 2 hours.
Rather fly for 2 hours. Why is that?
Yeah. Well, I've done this touring. Before I started flying, I was driving everywhere. I had a show 2018 in Dallas, Texas. I drove from Spartanburg to Dallas, Texas, 20 hours.
Jesus.
And I took a couple of breaks, but I was driving everywhere. Back in the day, just get myself out there more and just
But now remember, this is a significant other.
So if you're with your lady.
Yes. Oh man. So I gotta fly. Man. Cause she gonna be happy riding. I ain't trying to hear all that. Here, man. I ain't
You trying to get there.
Yeah. Y'all know how y'all get honorary, boy. Y'all be somewhere a long time. You know I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I'm just come on, dog. Just keep it real. Keep it G. We're in the same car for 6 hours. You don't get to complain about something. You ain't gonna be happy. I understand you ain't gonna be happy, but I ain't gonna be happy because you. I ain't gonna be happy because you ain't gonna be happy. I'm about to hear you. I'm like, oh my god. I'm just saying. You know I'm telling the truth.
The next question.
All right.
Would you rather propose in public or private?
I'm gonna say in public. Here's why, man. And I'm trying to think like y'all. So if I'm wrong, please forgive me.
Wow.
I gave my disclaimer. I said if I'm wrong, I apologize now.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm saying now. I've learned the other hand has more significance. Are you serious enough? Like you trying to come here and get this. Come here and get this. This right here, I'm gonna snatch you where you at and get it.
Hey, I'm not.
I'm proud of myself. I just made it up. But I'm gonna get you where you at, bring you here. I'm gonna snatch you. Oh no, you gotta come here. You gotta come get it. I love this show. Hey, I want to come back. Well, I want to come back to this show. But okay. Oh man. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. What's the question again? I'm sorry. Yeah, because I would say public because it's gonna be more memorable and you got witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, they were there. People seen that. They seen that girl. They seen me get wet, get proposed to. You know what I'm saying? Nah. If y'all and think about how it's now. And once again, I'm trying to imagine me being on the other side of that. Right. If I go around and say, "Oh, John proposed to me," where he proposed it? Oh, we was at the house. You know, it don't hit the same. It don't hit the same. It was we was in living. Oh, so romantic, girl. We was in the living room. We were watching Friends, and he turned around and proposed to me. You're like, okay.
Follow up. What if she rejects you in public? Ooh.
Hey man, first of all, I'm so cool with it. It ain't gonna bother me. She said no. I said, hey y'all, she said no. Y'all believe she said no to me? Oh, hey man, live your life, baby.
Okay.
I'm trying to flip it around. Now they gonna look at her like she crazy. She the woman that told me no. Y'all heard that? Hey, y'all want to get her? Cause she ain't mine no more.
Then they gonna be like, Moody, marry me. And you gonna have a lot of talkers.
And I might walk out with somebody else. So, hey, tell me no in front of everybody.
I already know his answer for this.
Right? Would you rather dress it up or dress it down?
Dress what up?
Oh,
okay.
Dress up.
Gotta be clear, man. Hey man, look, man. I grew up in Northwest Underdog. I'm still a little hood, man. Still a little hood. You gotta break it down to me. little hood. Well, very hoodish, you know. Northwest Center raised, dog. Northwest Center raised. But man, that's rough. Cause I like both. Okay. Oh man.
No, I ain't showing no pair of tennis shoes.
I'm always, if I see you in a pair of jeans, you still had on a blazer and a Kango. Don't do that.
Y'all have not seen me lately. Y'all not seen me lately. So I believe it or not, because MoodyBlack is the brand. MoodyBlack is the brand. Rob Mullins, on the other hand, I like to dress it down. I dress it down.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. I can't show you. I love Adidas, man. Like I got like 18 pair of Adidas, man.
What?
Oh yeah. Levi's, Adidas, T-shirts, Adidas. Yeah. Okay. Come on. I grew up watching Run DMC, man. I still carry it on.
All right, then. All right. Next one. We got 3 more. Okay.
Okay.
Land resort or cruise?
I'm gonna have some off-screen conversation, y'all, about these questions. Y'all put me in some bad places right now. I'm going back, like so okay. I'm gonna say land resort.
Land resort. Why?
Oh man, I like both. But I'm gonna say land. Is there some water in this land resort, like the ocean, something, pond, a lake or something? Okay, so I like the water, and I can actually sit on the beach or something and chill out, you know. And there's a resort, other activities I get involved in. I can still chill and watch the sunset and be still.
With a cruise, I can't drink all that water.
I can't drink all that.
All right, well, you got 2 more.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, home cooking or dining out?
Oh, you can stop right there, but home cooking. Y'all all Southern crazy. Man, look here. This is home cooking every day of the week, but look here.
Listen,
give me some fish and grits, man. Yeah. Some fish and grits or something, man. Sweet potato pie, some custards, they say. Some custards. Look here, but I'm good. Custards. But look here.
Custards. You were sitting in grandma kitchen.
Right.
Oh, man, look here, but woo, cornbread, I'm good.
Online dating or good old-fashioned meet and greet?
Oh, man. I'm not opposed to online dating, but if I had to pick, I'd rather pick the old-fashioned meet and greet, man.
Old-fashioned.
Okay. So you'd rather meet somebody at the grocery store on aisle 7?
Yeah.
Bump into them real fast. Okay.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I ain't opposed to both, but yeah.
Have you tried online dating or here?
Yeah, it ain't been successful.
What's your hang-ups about the online dating?
Boy, I love y'all, but y'all all right, but y'all making better. Woo, boy, look here. I like this show. Oh, y'all got bring me. Hey, I want to come back. Well, look here.
We don't have it.
His little brother, no. So, oh man,
You ain't on POF. Don't do that.
Nah. I try. I'll be on the app by the click. Or like
Don't do POF.
Only because don't do. What's the second one you said? Don't do what?
Tag.
Tag. Okay. Okay. I never heard of tag, but it been plenty of times on the road, boy. I be like, ooh. I better not do it. I be like, So, hey,
let me update
I look here, boy. Sometimes, hey, look, boy. Sometimes it gets lonely.
We understand.
But I was like, nah, because I had to really protect my brand. You know what I'm saying? Even trying to use my government name, it's still people see because they know the hat. that Moody. He trying to fool us. That's Moody. His name ain't no John. I try to put John or something, John Jenkins or something. No, that's Moody. Yeah. So I was like, no, I can't do it.
You try to stick with the meeting somebody at the grocery store or church. You can't.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Now, to be completely honest, because I think this is a safe space. Facebook dating is safe, but I just haven't.
It's okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's. Well, I'm just saying it's safe for me to say I'm on Facebook dating. That's not a bad app.
It's not a bad app. Because
that's a bad app to say I'm on.
It's still people that you might know in your city or from Facebook.
Yeah. But I the one time, like I tried it maybe 2 years ago one time, and I was the person I ended up meeting. I'm like, nah, this day sucks. She invited me to her house, and she just wasn't the person that she put out there. It was like a 50% catfish. And then the house was just crazy. And she's like, "Well, can you take me to the store? I'm gonna buy some more." Yeah, she want me to buy some more liquor, like some more Crown or something. And I was just like, "This is not the experience I thought I was gonna have." Yeah, so she took her back home. I took her to the store, took her back home, and she was like, "You want to drink something?" I said, "No, I gotta pick up my son now." So I had to pick up my son.
Yeah, get back out that car because you're gonna be stuck for real.
Yeah, I like now I'm good, and I tried recently, and I mean I don't know, people don't respond. I put myself out there, but I ain't hitting on there.
If you're MoodyBlack, it's coming. Man.
That don't mean that. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, look, I know y'all ain't got much time. Real quick, the last couple people I've dated or even just encountered, they were like, "I bet you get a lot of women." I'm like, I don't. Here's why. Because of the same reason what you said. Like you see Moody in a bow tie and all this dressed up stuff. When people see MoodyBlack, they don't know me, but they see my brand. Yeah. They're like, "Well, I don't know about. I'm either too scared to talk to me or intimidated." Or they think I'm some kind of deacon or preacher or something.
It's the bow tie.
You know what I'm saying? But it's my brand. Or they don't really approach me like that. I don't have my inbox don't be flooded like that. And people think that because I'm in the entertainment industry. Nah, I don't have like gold chains and my chest shirt out, So where I'm dressed, people assume I'm a certain way. So they don't approach me.
Online?
Huh?
Are those the pictures you put on your dating site?
Some of them. I try to put some just, on a t-shirt or something. But I don't have like a lot of pictures like that. I don't have pictures I'm chilling at home. I'm at home chilling. I ain't
I'm even get a little recreational photo shoot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Maybe I don't know. I guess I don't know, man. It ain't been working out.
Because if they're expecting MoodyBlack, and they don't get MoodyBlack, it may not work out anyway.
Yeah.
But I've had like people who just be talking to Philly based, like, man, you all right? I didn't know you. I thought you was the same. Like, no, I'm cool, dude. I'm all right. I'm down to earth. So when I talk to people, they get that. But like, of course, dating, I don't know. And then some people just got so much baggage, man. It's crazy out there, dog. I don't need yours there, man. So that's been the journey, man.
It's coming.
I've grown to not even stress. I don't even stress it, man. I'm still trying to make sure I'm good on my journey, and I manifest the right thing. It'll come back to me. Put the right energy out. It come to me. In the meantime, man, I'm chilling.
I like this show.
This was a wonderful show.
I love it. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh man, thank y'all for having me, man.
We really appreciate you, and definitely gonna have you back.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. Y'all fun, man.
We're looking at doing like a panel or something like that, but in like a different setting. So maybe you'll be able to come in person.
Yeah, man. Let me know. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I enjoyed this.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you all for joining us. Yes. We really appreciate the comments. Please like, share. Definitely can watch any of our other, as well as this show on our YouTube page, Big Girl Talk 23. So we really appreciate you guys. We will see you each and every Sunday live right here on the Big Girl Talk show.
In the 5 o'clock.
In the 5 o'clock hour.
We ain't never on time. We always
5:15. Try to be. All right. We love y'all. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.